Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to my video and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all doing well. Today's video will be about Surah Duha. Surah Duha is the 93rd chapter of the Quran. It was revealed in Makkah and it has 11 verses. It was revealed during the early stages of our Prophet, peace be upon him, his prophethood, and it is a source of relief and comfort for the believers. It was revealed when our Prophet had experienced a temporary pause in revelations. His opponents were mocking him, which was causing him a lot of distress and anxiety. So this surah, it basically reassures our Prophet, peace be upon him, that he has not abandoned him. The translation of the surah is: by the morning brightness, and by the night when it is still, your Lord has not forsaken you, nor is he displeased. And the hereafter is better for you than the present, and soon your Lord will give you so, and you will be pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and gave you shelter? And did he not find you lost and guided you? And he found you in need and made you self-sufficient. So for the orphan, do not oppress him, and for the petitioner, do not repulse him, but proclaim the bounty of your Lord. So the purpose of making this video is to, first of all, I wanted to learn about Surah Duha, more in-depth knowledge and what it means, what it stands for, and two, to obviously share it with you all. So what made me so interested into learning more about Surah Duha, specifically about Surah Duha, it was my husband who inspired me to learn about Surah Duha. He came across the verses of Surah Duha. Of course, he knew Surah Duha from before, but he very recently came across the verses, a specific verse of Surah Duha, and that got him very interested into learning more about it. So he then learned the translation of Surah Duha and learned the whole Surah Duha itself. He would recite it on the way to work, listen to it on the way to work and back. So it is something that he memorized. He put in effort and memorized the surah, and he shared with me how special it had, how special it made him feel. I mean, that surah was extremely special to him. He would recite the surah constantly with the translation. He would recite it with me and teach me about it. He would use it in his namaz, in his salahs, and he would recite before he went to bed. And he shared how beautiful the surah made him feel, as in how much comfort, how much peace it brought into his life. And subhanallah, that is a very beautiful thing. So that is why I decided that I myself will also learn about the surah and research about it, about different experiences of people. So my YouTube channel is mainly about me sharing stories that I have come across. So I researched some stories, and I found such beautiful and impactful stories that I thought I would share on my channel in my video. And one such story is of a brother who had a perfect life. He had the best job, a beautiful family, great financial stability. There was nothing much he wanted with his life. Everything was perfect until one day he lost everything. He lost his perfect job. He lost his family because of a family dispute. He fell into debt. He lost all his money. He had nothing left in his life. All of this caused for him to fall into depression, and he thought there was no coming out of it. He thought he would never be able to be happy again. He would never be able to build a family, build a life, have financial stability again. He had lost all the money he had. He had lost all of his loved ones. One night, he cried so much, and he just felt like his life was over. He in such utter despair, he opened up the Quran and read the Quran, and he stumbled upon Surah Duha, And the verses of Surah Duha struck him by the morning light and the night. For when it grows still, your Lord has not forsaken you, nor does he despise you. Tears flowed from his eyes as he felt like Allah was directly speaking to him and comforting him just the way that Allah had comforted Prophet, peace be upon him, when he was sad, when he was in distress, when nothing was being revealed to him. He felt it was directly coming from Allah, and it had touched his heart, it had struck him, those verses of Surah Duha. The brother now decided that he would take Surah Duha's help in fixing his life. He decided that he would recite Surah Duha 41 times every day after Fajr. And he would not just recite it for the sake of it, but he would recite it, and he would reflect upon it and trust that Allah's help is near, trust that he knows he was fully certain that it was Allah who was directly speaking to him, and that he would trust in Allah's timing. He would reflect upon the surah, and every day without fail he would, after Fajr, recite Surah Duha 41 times. And then within days you would not believe what happened. So within days, first of all he started feeling a lot of inner peace. Even though his life was still a mess, he would feel the contentment, the peace in his heart because he recited Surah Duha every single day after Fajr, as he had decided to. And in a few days, what next happened was that one of his old friends contacted him with a business opportunity, and he accepted the opportunity. And within days, his debts were all gone. He had paid everything back, and he was now financially stable. And his family members as well reconciled. They came back into his life, and all of the misunderstandings that had caused the dispute had all been cleared. It was all fine. The whole family was together. All of the misunderstandings were clear, and yeah, it was all fine with his family as well. And he kept saying Surah Duha, the verses of Surah Duha, everywhere. Some way or the other, he felt like Allah made sure that these verses would, he would see these verses at verses at different places. It was like Allah was reassuring him. Allah was telling him that, look, you trusted in me, you put your faith in me, you put your trust in me, and now I have given you everything back. All you needed to do was have faith in me and recite the surah just the way you did, with full conviction and faith. It's not just for the sake of it. You placed your trust in me, and I now have given you everything back that you had lost. Subhanallah. That is so beautiful. This story is absolutely amazing, and that is something that we should inculcate in our life as well. This man, he made a promise to himself that he would recite the surah with a lot of conviction every single day at the same time. He did that, and Allah changed his life. Subhanallah. And the ultimate miracle was that one day, this man, in his dream, he saw that a prophet, peace be upon him, he saw a prophet in his dream, and the prophet said to him that, oh, whatever his name is, you have been patient, you've put your trust in Allah, and now it's time for you to rejoice, because Allah has blessed you with everything you once wished for. The man saw our Prophet, peace be upon him, in his dream, and the Prophet said to him that he has been patient, and now it's time for him to rejoice. Subhanallah. What bigger miracle, what bigger um, blessing can it be from Allah directly that has come to him? And after that, what happened is, he, in a few days, he then received a letter. It was a job offer with double the salary that he had before. Before he lost everything. It was double the salary that he had before he lost everything. He had received a job offer, which he accepted, and that was the 41st day that he that of him reciting the Surah Duha before after Fajr. Subhanallah. So these are signs. These are simply signs. The 41 times, the 41st day, him coming across Surah Duha everywhere, seeing it everywhere. These are all signs that Allah is listening to you. Allah is here to listen to you. He just wants you to be patient and put all of his faith in Allah. Do not give up. Even when you are hoping for something in your life to happen, don't for once think that, oh, maybe Allah is not giving this to me because maybe I'm not ready for it. Maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe Allah has something else planned for me. If you know that what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for is halal and is not going to harm or hurt anybody, please do not for once think that it's something that Allah does not want to give you. Allah wants to give you everything you wish for if you have faith in Him. For example, if you have a test coming up, right? You have a test coming up that if you pass, you would become a certain something. Just for example, let's just consider if you pass this, you would become a doctor. Just as an example, I know there's not one exam that if you pass, you would become a doctor, but I'm just saying, just for a small example, if you pass that exam, you would become a doctor, right? So you're studying hard for it and you've given the exam and now you're praying to Allah, you've left it all to Allah, right? So in your mind, if you think, look, I have given my best and I know that Allah is going to help me pass this exam. He will make sure that I have passed this exam. If you becoming a doctor is not going to harm anyone or your intentions are pure, you simply want to practice this profession to save lives, to please Allah by helping others, that's a beautiful thing. So in your mind, if you're thinking, yes, Allah is going to help me become a doctor, He will make sure that I pass this exam. However, if Allah does not want me to become a doctor because I probably will not be able to keep up with that profession, then He might not He might make sure that I don't pass it. Then maybe I would become a lawyer. You never know. Maybe Allah has different plans for me. Look, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be positive, but when you have put your faith in Allah, put full faith in Allah. It's not your responsibility to have options. It's Allah's power, right? Don't ever think like that. Say to yourself, I've given this exam and Allah is going to make sure that I pass this exam. Live in the present. Why do you want to think about the future when you can't change it, when you can't do anything about it? Why do you want to think about the future that, oh, maybe Allah will not give me this because I might not be good at that? No, just have full faith. Allah will give me this because this is halal, this is a valid wish, this is a valid dua I'm making, this is a valid desire, and Allah's going to bless me with it. I'm not going to think about the alternatives already. When Allah gives me that, then I will thank Him for giving me something even better than what I'd wished for. But don't ever for a second doubt in His power and His blessings. If you want something and it's a valid wish, it's a valid request, it's a valid desire, have full faith that Allah will bless you with it eventually. It's just a matter of time. You being ready, you not being ready is all in Allah's hands. You don't know what you're ready for. So don't ever for once think that you are not ready for something you have asked Allah for. Allah knows about the timings. He knows when it's good for you and when it should come to you. Right? That's one thing that once you have this mentality, once you have this attitude and you recite Surah Duha with full conviction, when you know the meaning, then subhanallah, watch how Allah changes your lives. And just do it with patience. That's one of the most important things, subhanallah. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. and there's something, there's a lot of things in my life as well, and I would like to really do what this man did. And thanks to my husband, especially, subhanallah, because he made me learn Surah Duha. And I mean, I have not yet memorized it. Inshallah, I'm planning to memorize it. I will do that, but he made me learn so much about Surah Duha and research about it. That is when I came across the story of the man who had lost everything, but but Allah blessed him um, with everything that he wished for, just because he had full conviction about, or Allah's timings and how Allah is going to bless him with everything. He had so much faith in Allah. That's how I found this story. So yeah, I hope you all felt really inspired by this, just the way I did. And I hope we can all reflect, learn, memorize Surah Duha, learn the translation, reflect upon it, and inculcate that in our life, bring it into our life. And I hope that whatever we are hoping for, whatever desires we have, whatever duas we have, I hope that with the blessings of Surah Duha and uh, with the blessings of Surah Duha, we please Allah, and Allah grants us with everything that we have wished for. So yep, Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for listening to me, and inshallah you will soon be the duas that you're making, inshallah, I hope and pray, are soon granted to you, and Allah soon fulfills all of your wishes. This is my sincere dua to you all. Please make dua for me as well. There's always something or the other that us humans, us sinful humans, wish for, want. We're never satisfied with anything in our life. That's just how we are. But like it is, it's a test. Even the things that we want, it should surround what Allah would be pleased with. If we are hoping for something to happen, will that thing that we want to happen, that we want, by achieving that, will that help us please Allah? If yes, then subhanallah, I hope um you know you all get everything that you wish for, and don't ever feel guilty for wishing for something for yourself as well. Like I said, Allah, as long as it's valid, it's halal, then don't ever feel guilty for that, because if you put your faith in Allah, and as long as it's a valid wish, Allah will grant you with it, and Allah will in fact be pleased with you that you are putting your faith, your trust in Him alone. So yes, again, Jazakallah for listening to me, and thank you. Assalamu alaikum.